So this is our back to school haul for the 2020-2021 school year. I have two kiddos. My daughter is going to be going into 5th grade and my son is going to be going into 2nd grade. So that is what you are seeing here. It is definitely more than we typically do. This is the quarantine year if you're watching this at a later time. So this year we are going to be spending majority of our time in our house, and I wanted to make sure that we had lots of fun activities and hands-on things, since we aren't going to be doing our normal classes and activities and co-ops and all that fun stuff that we typically do. We can't do this year. So this is our substitution for all that, I guess you would say. So definitely not our normal haul, but a lot more than normal. So I think it's kind of fun to see what other people are doing. So I like to share what we are doing, and I'm going to get into it because it's a lot. So I'm going to start off in front here. This is some of my daughter's things. They're kind of all mashed up in here. The kits in the back are for both of my kids, but they each get some of their own things too. So for my daughter, I got her the Adventure Girls book. She has another adventure book, and so does my son. They're the same for like a boys version and a girls version. This one is a different one that I got her, and it has more crafts and things, and some sciencey things, and all different kinds of stuff that she can make and do, and she's into that crafting and making things, so I thought she'd like that. I've got several of the Dover books. I've got Anne of Green Gables coloring book. We're going to be doing a couple different history programs this year. We're going to be doing Ancients in Story of the World, and we're doing Book Shark, two different levels. So we're going to be doing some of like world studies for my son. He's kind of doing a little bit of everything. But for my daughter, she's going to be doing the more of a modern time, Civil War to now, for a lot of her things. So I kind of just have a variety. So if you notice that my history things are kind of all over the place this year, they kind of are. It's just how it happened. So we've got Civil War paper dolls and American Tall Tales, and then also some Pioneer dolls. I found that finding Pioneer stuff seemed to be a little bit harder to find. For my daughter, she's getting this fun little pencil kit. And both of my kids love Slime Rancher. So they're each getting, and they can probably hear me, so I'm whispering a little bit here. They're getting Slime Rancher balls. I don't really know much about it, but they like them, so they're each getting one of those. She is getting a student planner this year. We're going to give that a try. Each of my kiddos is getting a 3-minute gratitude journal. She's got several of these notebooks, and I'm including some Lisa Frank this year. I'm all about the 80s this year, the 80s and 90s. So Trapper Keepers, if you can see that, and then Lisa Frank was my thing I wanted to add in. I thought that would be kind of fun. And then these are the crayons that we love, the scented crayons. They're kind of like almost like a gel, and we love these. They are great, and they last all year for us. And the colors come out really good. They color really easily, and it looks good on the paper. So we love these. I highly recommend those. Each of my kids each year get a pack of these. We switched to these pencils a couple years ago, and we haven't gone back. I was a Ticonderoga pencil person, but these are just awesome. You don't have to sharpen them, and they're just great. So each of my kids get one of those. Again, some more Lisa Frank. I just wanted Lisa Frank this year. So she's getting some Lisa Frank stickers. They're both getting new pencils and crayons and all that kind of stuff that you normally get. And then her Trapper Keeper this year looks like this. Actually has a strap, and inside it's got a place like a file folder. It's got all kinds of stuff. So my reasoning for this is, since we are not going to be doing our normal things, I can see us doing more in our car, and I call them car picnics, where we go and pack our lunch and go somewhere and do some work, that kind of thing, just to get out of the house. So that's kind of my intention with that. And then back there you can see a lunch kit. So I let them they have seen that. They've actually each picked out their own lunch kit. So I figured we could do lunch in the car. And as homeschoolers, we don't typically eat lunch at school or anything like that. We do snack at classes and things like that, but never really like a lunch. So I tried to pick things this year that were different, try and make it special. So I thought, oh, we've never picked out lunch boxes before. We've never got to do that. We're homeschoolers. So I thought, let's pick out lunch boxes. And they thought it was cool. So that's what they did. They picked out their own lunch boxes this year. And we plan to I'll let them pack their own lunches and we'll go for drives and find somewhere and do some school by ourselves and that type of thing. So that's what those are for. I'll move that out of the way. And then on my son's side, he's got some fun books. He loves Bear Grylls, and they have activity books, so I've got a couple of those. I've got Mother Goose coloring book for him and a Peter Rabbit because we're doing some of those things. And then he also has a 3-minute gratitude journal, and then a student planner like my daughter got. If you notice, it's kind of a theme. I try and be equal between the two. He's getting one of these little kits, and it's got stapler and hole punch and all that kind of stuff in it. They like to have their own things, so I find that's very handy. And then he's got a couple of these notebooks, different kinds. You can see. He also has a Slime Rancher ball. I don't know what this is, but supposedly it's cool, so there we go. And I have these out because I've already actually put them in our little caddy. But I got these Sento Sugar Rush pens this year, and they smell really good. They're kind of like the Flare pens, I think. A little bit, but the kids like them. I've never bought them before, and I had them already sniff them, and they loved them. So there we go. They're already a hit. And then he got his crayons and pencils like I showed you with hers. And this is a good tip. So I don't know if your kids are like this, but mine are. For some reason, they eat all the red crayons. Just red. I don't know where they go. So yes, I buy all these crayons, but it ends up being red that we need all year long. And it's always the same color for us. It's just red. So I found online you can buy just one color. Awesome. So I always purchase an extra little set of red crayons to have. And then that way we don't have to keep buying all these packs of crayons for crayons that we don't need. So little tip, if your kids eat crayons in a certain color, you can buy them in just one color. And next I got some double-sided sticky tape. Something that we were doing this year asked for double-sided sticky tape, and I thought I had some and I didn't. So I went ahead and ordered some of that. And who doesn't need a pack of eyeballs, right? So for some reason I was like, we're going to need eyeballs this year. So I bought some extra eyeballs. And then I got a couple. I always try and get back to school books, like something fun to read for the first day of school. And we have just about every back to school book, I feel like, at this point, because this is our 7th year homeschooling. So every year we do the same thing. And this year I thought, well, let me try and find something different. So I found this Laugh Out Loud Back to School Jokes book, and it's like a lift the flap. So it's got some like lift the flap things. I don't know if it'll let me do it with one hand here. But anyways, it looked fun, so I thought that'd be something different. And my son is really into joke books, so I thought that would be a hit. So that's that. And then I have the Mad Libs Junior 100 Days of School. So I thought this would be fun to have on hand for 100 Days of School because we do celebrate that every year. And then this is his Trapper Keeper. I'm calling it a Trapper Keeper, but that's not what this is. What is this called? Case It, the Mighty Zip Tab. To me, it's a Trapper Keeper because that's what I remember. But this is the one we got for him. And then his fun thing, she got the Lisa Frank stickers and he got Minecraft stamps. He likes that kind of stuff, and I figured he would really enjoy that. So that is his fun thing. And then over here, move this way, is her lunch pail with her little thermos. It came with that. And then and again, they picked these out. So they picked out the ones they wanted. I let them look through a bunch of ones, and they picked the matching kind. That was not me, although I did suggest it because I do like matching, if you can tell. I like to keep things even. It's just a weirdness for me. So for my daughter, one of the things that we struggled with is division, and she's not bad at it, but she has trouble organizing it. And I saw these on Oriental Trading, and these are dry erase, and it has 2 different sides. So she can use this while she's doing her math. And I actually showed this to her already, and she was super excited because she knows she struggles with that. And I am hoping this will make our lives a lot easier this year. So that's something we've added. And then we actually broke our old dry erase board, the portable one I usually use with my son. And so we were looking for something different. And I don't know that I'm 100% happy with this, but it's very heavy. It isn't what I thought it was going to be, but we're going to give it a go. It is actually dry erase, but it's like a plexiglass or almost a glass, I'm not sure. And it's got the little clip at the top, and it whoops, comes off, and it stands up. So I don't know. We're going to give it a try and see if we like it. Then I still wanted different dry erase because we were still doing a lot of different things with dry erase boards, and I have some, but they're all kind of old and gross. So I wanted to kind of upgrade and try something new this year. And I found these on Oriental Trading, and I'm not sure I love these either yet because they're not the quality that I thought they were going to be. It's kind of more like a cardboard, but kind of like a laminated cardboard. I'm not even sure. But they do have a handle. They open up so that you can put them up like this in front of your child, which I do like that. And you can write on all sides of it, which I do like that. So it's maybe the quality of it I'm not really sure about, or how long they're going to last. But I did get 2 of those to give a try. I think they were like around $5 or $6, so they weren't super cheap, but not a huge investment either. So we'll see how I like them. And then I got a bunch of these little putty packs. This is just for fun. Like I said, this year we're kind of doing all the fun things to try and keep school fun for the kids because we're going to be stuck inside and not doing our normal stuff. This is metallic slime. I got these at Target, and they're like $1 each. I actually ordered everything online. We don't go into stores right now, so everything I got was available online. I didn't go out to purchase anything. It's either Amazon, Oriental Trading, Target, and a couple things were Michael's. So everything was able to be ordered online. Let's see. Putty, I think I already said that. And this is, what is this? Magnetic sand, and then stretchy putty. So typically I am not a putty person. I don't want it in my carpet. I don't like a lot of mess. But during a quarantine, you do what you have to, right? So I'm adding in the putty. So back here are some of our activities that we're going to be doing. This year I have Canoodle. These are a lot of logic games. I like the educational insights, and there's a different brand I like. I can't remember what it's called, but I like the logic games. So this is a different one. Kind of see, they're stacking it up. I got Cat Stacks. It's a different logic game. My daughter loves cats. So I figure logic, cats, you can't go wrong. So I got that. And then we're doing this Dr. Bonafide's workbooks for science as part of our science. And I found this to go with it, and I thought this would be kind of fun. It's the Know Your Bones card. It doesn't have anything on the back. Card deck. So we're going to have fun with that. And we started doing some of the air dry clay kits over the summer and found that they really liked it. So I got my clay critters for my son. My daughter is doing the Make Clay Charms. She got a kit to make little food items over the summer and loved it. So we got one of these, and she can make little charms, earrings, or whatever she wants to make out of them. And let's see. These are from Oriental Trading. These are, I already took them. This is not the package it came in. I already put it in a Ziploc because nothing lasts very long in our house in the original packaging, right? So these are vocabulary dice where you roll them and have them define it, use it, give an antonym, synonym, that type of thing. So that I thought might be fun for us to do this year. We've never done that before. These are some Usborne books that I picked up this summer to add in, and these are dry erase. And finding dry erase books for older grades is really hard, and they love it. They love dry erase and not having it be your typical just worksheet. So I got the grammar and punctuation, the spelling, and fractions. So that's what they're going to be working through. I got us some more Astro Brights paper because we're going to be doing a lot of crafts at home. So I really like the quality of the paper. We have regular construction paper, but sometimes you need a little bit better quality, and the cardstock. So this is a Wild West kit, and it has a bunch of different workbooks in it. I've already opened it, but it's got the story of the gold rush, lawmen of the Old West, horses, pioneers. We're starting off our history this year for Book Shark with my daughter at the gold rush. So I actually have 2 Gold Rush kits now that I'm thinking about it that are outside, and I didn't bring them out, but we have 2 Gold Rush kits and a gigantic tub to do gold panning. So that's in here too, but I can't show it because I forgot it outside. But that's what we're starting off our year at, is with the Gold Rush for my daughter, and then Ancients for Story of the World. So a little bit of everything in here. But yeah, so Gold Rush, the first week of school. And then for fun, because my kids are getting old, and I wanted to do hand art before they get too old to tell me no. And so I got them each a hand art kit. And I know it's a little old for my daughter, but oh well, we're going to do it and have fun. So I got them each a hand art kit to do. And let's see, both of my kiddos take piano lessons, and both of their bags are not in great condition. So they're each getting new piano bags this year. And this one is for my daughter who loves cats. And I thought, oh, a cat bag that's piano is perfect. And then my son likes the color black, and he's a little more plain. So that's what he would like. Next, I have, here, this is a really cool kit, actually. So I found this at Michael's online, and I was looking for, and you can't really see it with the light, I was looking for something fun for my daughter to do. She's getting into sewing and that kind of crafts, sewing and crafting, different things. She likes that kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a good tie-in with history, since we're starting off the year at the Gold Rush, and probably doing some of like the Oregon Trail and that. So I thought this would be kind of fun to give some of the experience of what the Native Americans did to, I know it's not exactly authentic, but as authentic as we could get at Michael's. So to make her own moccasins. I thought that would be kind of fun. So that's a kit for her, and it's actually, she wears like a size 8 in shoe now. So this is kind of close to where she actually might be able to wear these when she makes them. We'll see. And let's see, this is Equilibrio. This is another logic game. This was a Timberdoodle recommendation. So I actually don't know much about it. It seems to me a little bit like Mental Blocks, which we've had and really loved before. So we'll see how we like this. And then there's also some extensions to this kit. If you like it and want to do more with it, they have other things you can purchase. Okay, so these are just for fun. So I was going to do a Toy Story day where we watched a movie, and I have the Toy Story gummies, and they're going to make Sporky or Forky. I'm not sure. I actually have not seen that Toy Story, so I'm not really sure what that is. What is it? Forky. So they're each going to make a Forky and some of the other crafts. I thought that would be kind of a fun craft day for us. And here is a history puzzle for us. It is a 4D ancient Egypt kit where they do the puzzles, but it kind of like stands up, I guess. It looked cool. I don't know yet, but we will give it a try and have fun with that. For my son, he's into building things or wanting to try. So I found this kit online, and it looked pretty fun. It's basically it's not just gluing things together. You're actually using a screwdriver, and it's got nails, and you're supposed to make it. It's pretty heavy. So I'm taking that as a good sign that this was a good purchase. He did see this. I let him pick which kit because there were several to choose from. And I thought this would be fun for like farm themed stuff that we do. So he's going to do that. We got some extra clay. My daughter requested more modeling clay for her crafts. This was cool. So my son is really into building things and engineering and the STEM stuff. So I always try and find more of these things that are cool and different. And so I found this model engine kit, and it's supposed to be like a car engine. I know nothing about cars, so this will be fun. So we'll see how this goes, but it got really good ratings, and it looks really cool. So it says ages 8 and up, and he's almost 8. So I think we should be okay. Hopefully it doesn't need much help from me because that is not my thing. So, again, for history, I think I mentioned it, that we're going to be doing Civil War. So I thought it would be kind of fun to maybe do some battle reenactments or kind of like set up what the battles might look like. In my mind, that's kind of where I was going with this. So this is actually like replicas of battle maps, the Gettysburg Address, different things, but it does have the battlefield maps in it. So I thought, okay, maybe we can set them up to give them a more of a visual on how the Civil War was, the wars were kind of fought, and kind of get a better idea, like a visual for it. So I found these American Civil War little guys. Look on the side. So it's pretty much just like army men, basically, but in the Civil War style. But I thought that might be kind of fun to help bring it to life a little bit more. And this year's a little bit different in our science. So I wasn't really paying attention when I ordered their science this year. We've done elemental science for this whole time. I don't think we've ever not done elemental science that I can remember. But this year we're back around to biology. And when I already had grammar stage biology, but when I went to get my daughter, she was in logic, I thought that they were close enough that we could do them exactly the same, and they weren't. So they are the same biology, but they go in a different pattern. So hers is more microscopes and things, which is great, and his is more biomes and that type of thing. So for her, I got an animal cell. It's a cross section of an animal cell. Kind of cool. We actually already had a microscope and the cells and all that, so we were okay with all that. I was just wanting to add something fun to hers. And let me go next. They're also doing the human body as part of both of theirs, and I thought this was kind of fun. I am not a dissection kind of person. That's just not me. And maybe eventually we will do that, but not this year. So I thought, well, what can we do to give them some of that hands-on experience? And this is actually squishy. It's kind of weird, but I'm sure they will have fun with it. And it's got removable parts, so you can actually take them out and dissect it, kind of. So I thought that's close enough for me this year. So that's what we're going to be using with our human body in section. And then I also picked up, I have a lot of the life cycles already. I have like insect life cycles and all that, but I didn't have one for plants. So I picked one up this year since we're doing basically life science again. And I got this one from Safari Limited, which shows the life cycle of a green bean plant. For geography, I added in a couple things. So we have the Scrambled States of America, and there is a show on, I believe, Netflix that goes along with that, so that was kind of fun. And then I have the Professor Noggin games. We like these, they're pretty fun. Wonders of the World is the one I picked up for this year. I already have the American Revolution, and I think one other one. And then another logic game, I picked up Marble Circuit. This is, I believe, a Timber Doodle recommendation. And I love the Mindware games. That was the brand I was trying to think of earlier. Their games are always great for logic puzzles and things like that. Then I got what is this one? This one is Ancient, okay. This one is the Great Wall of China 3D puzzle. So we got that since we're doing Story of the World Ancients. And then this is some more STEM kits. So I have we like these, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Thames and Comos. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But this one is the physics workshop. And then for the first day of school, I don't have it in front of me, but I have these little mini gumballs that are the 100 Days of School countdown, and you put a gumball on every day for the thing. So, and then on my wall, I have a gumball theme going on. So with that, they are getting an actual gumball machine on the first day of school. And then I got them this Klutz Maker Lab gumball machine, and it basically helps them, they make a gumball machine. I think it's kind of like a Joseph's Machines kind of thing. And then one of these Thames and Comos get Cosmos. I think Cosmos is probably what it is. Gumball Machine Maker. So it's another STEM kit in the Gumball theme. So basically our first day of school theme is gumballs. And on my wall, everything kind of goes together, and then these will go with it along with their 100 days school countdown. So that's like the back to school theme. So I'll move those out of the way. And then I have, this was a last minute addition. This was pretty cool. We do a lot of snap circuits, and we love the snap circuits. So it doesn't really matter what kind, they love them. But this was different. This one incorporated bricks. So it's kind of like Legos with snap circuits combined. And I hadn't seen that before. So I'm kind of excited, and I think they're really going to like it. So that was a last minute addition. And then I have a stamp kit with tons of stamps. And so I got it actually for free a couple years ago, and it sat in my garage because we just never got around to it. And this year we did. So I opened it up, and it was really cool, but we had no place to put the stamps. So this is a stamp like binder book kind of thing. So they can put their stamps in it. This is a wall cling of the United States. I have a wall map, but I thought this would be kind of fun to put somewhere different. So this is huge. So I got these from Oriental Trading, and it is big. So this, if you can kind of see, this is like a map, and that's what that is. So definitely bigger than what I thought it was going to be, but they're dry erase. And I've got several of them. So I thought this would be fun for vocabulary words, to practice that with, especially with my son. And then these in the back here, this one and this one, I'm going to be using these as their craft keepers for the year. I have a craft keeper I've been using for the past probably 3 or 4 years, and it is so full. It's kind of similar to this, a little bit bigger, but I thought this year I'm just going to get one for the year and just store each of theirs in one place. So this will be my son because he likes black, and this will be my daughter because that was the other color that came with it. It actually came in a 2-pack, and it was $5 each piece, but it was ordered through the mail, so it came in 2, I believe, like with the 2 of them. So it was like $10 for both. And lastly, over here, I bought these for me. So I do quite a bit of poster boards and things like that. And I usually have them put on rings and hang from the wall. But I wanted something to store some of this stuff in because I didn't want it to get messed up. And the one I was using was like a box style, and it just got ripped to shreds. It just did not last. So I am trying out one of these. I actually got 3 different kinds to try to put my wall stuff in. And this is like to give you an idea, like we're doing story elements this year. So I'll be able to put stuff like that in that bag. That's more for me, not for them, but you got to keep organized. Anyway, I think that's it. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. I think this is the longest one I've ever done. So that is our back to school haul for the 2020-2021 school year. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I rambled on, but it was a lot of fun, and I love sharing this stuff. I hope you got some good ideas from it. And in the comments, tell me what you're doing for back to school. I would love to hear and see pictures. I hope you have a great 2020-2021 school year. Happy homeschooling or distance learning, whatever you're doing this year. And I will see you in the next video.